Picture this: Versailles, late 18th century, a world of extravagant parties, towering hairstyles, and a young queen whose taste would redefine an era. I'm talking, of course, about Marie Antoinette. Her name instantly brings to mind images of luxury, pastel colors, and breathtaking opulence. But what exactly was her style, and how did it evolve from the heavy, masculine trends of the past into something so distinctly feminine and timeless? Today, we're pulling back the velvet curtains to explore the fascinating story of Marie Antoinette's interior design. From the grand halls of Versailles to her private, personal sanctuaries. This isn't just about pretty rooms. It's about a queen carving out her own identity through design, leaving a legacy that still inspires us centuries later. When Marie Antoinette arrived at Versailles in 1770 as a 14-year-old bride, the palace was steeped in the late Baroque style of Louis XIV. Think heavy, gilded furniture, dark woods, and a sense of imposing, masculine grandeur. It was impressive, for sure, but it wasn't her. As she grew into her role as queen, she began to move away from this formal, rigid aesthetic. The prevailing style was shifting towards the Rococo, also known as the late Baroque. This was a step in the right direction. Rococo was lighter, more playful, and celebrated asymmetry and natural motifs like shells and flowers. You could see this in the curved lines of furniture, intricate carvings, and a brighter color palette. But even Rococo, with its often over-the-top ornamentation, was just a stepping stone for the queen. She was searching for something more refined, more personal. This is where the neoclassical style enters the picture. In the mid-18th century, the discovery of ancient Roman cities like Pompeii and Herculaneum sparked a massive design revolution across Europe. Suddenly, everyone was obsessed with the clean lines, symmetry, and classical motifs of ancient Greece and Rome. This was a complete rejection of Rococo's fussy extravagance. Instead of playful curves, you had straight lines, geometric patterns, and motifs like columns, laurel wreaths, and urns. This new style, which we call neoclassicism, was seen as more rational, ordered, and sophisticated. For Marie Antoinette, it was the perfect canvas. It offered a sense of elegance and structure that she could infuse with her own uniquely feminine and delicate touch. This fusion would become the hallmark of her iconic style, often called the Louis XVI style. So, how did Marie Antoinette make neoclassicism her own? It was all in the details. She took the straight legs of a neoclassical chair and had them fluted like a Greek column. She embraced the symmetry but softened it with an abundance of floral motifs. Roses, her favorite flower, were everywhere carved into wood, woven into textiles, and painted on porcelain. She championed a color palette that we still associate with her today. Soft blues, gentle pinks, pale greens, creamy yellows, and, of course, lots of white and gold. These weren't the heavy, saturated colors of the past. They were light, airy, and created a sense of freshness and youth. Her rooms felt less like formal state chambers and more like personal, intimate spaces. She also loved luxurious materials, combining gilded bronze with rare woods, shimmering silks, and lustrous velvets, creating a layered textural feast for the eyes. Perhaps the best place to see her style in its purest form is her private domain, the Petit Trianon. This small chateau on the grounds of Versailles was her personal escape from the suffocating etiquette of the main court. Here, she had total creative control. She worked closely with her favorite architect, Richard Meek, and a team of the finest craftsmen to bring her vision to life. Her private apartments at the Petit Trianon are a masterclass in her style. The rooms are intimate in scale, filled with light, and exquisitely decorated. Think delicate wood paneling painted in soft pastel shades, furniture with straight, elegant lines adorned with just the right amount of gilded carving, and textiles covered in charming floral and ribbon patterns. It was a space designed for comfort and intimacy, a stark contrast to the overwhelming grandeur of the main palace. This was her true home. One of the most innovative aspects of Marie Antoinette's interiors was her embrace of novelty and personal expression. She commissioned incredibly clever pieces of furniture from master cabinet makers like Jean-Henri Roesner. We're talking about mechanical tables with hidden compartments that could rise at the push of a button, or desks with secret drawers. This wasn't just about showing off. It was about creating a space that was functional, surprising, and tailored to her needs. Her boudoir, or private sitting room, was a testament to this. It was a sanctuary where she could read, write letters, and entertain her closest friends. The decoration was especially personal, featuring symbols and motifs that held meaning for her, like intertwined initials, doves, and, of course, endless flowers. This focus on creating a personal, almost autobiographical space was truly revolutionary for a monarch of her time. Another key element of her style was a fascination with nature and the pastoral ideal. This was a romanticized vision of simple country life, a popular theme in 18th century art and literature. To bring this vision to life, Marie Antoinette commissioned the Hameau de la Reine, or the Queen's Hamlet. This was a rustic, fairy tale-like village built near the Petit Trianon, complete with a farmhouse, a dairy, a mill, and a lake. While the exteriors looked charmingly rustic, the interiors were, of course, furnished with sophisticated and comfortable pieces. This desire to connect with a simpler, more natural way of living was also reflected in her interior design choices. She favored floral chintz fabrics, wallpaper with trellises and garden scenes, and furniture that incorporated elements like wheat sheaves or woven basket motifs. It was a way of bringing the beauty and tranquility of the outdoors inside. Of course, this incredible luxury came at a staggering cost. The Queen's extravagant spending on her renovations and furnishings became a major point of contention and fueled public anger in the years leading up to the French Revolution. While her critics saw it as frivolous and wasteful from a design perspective, her patronage fostered an unparalleled period of creativity and craftsmanship in the French decorative arts. The furniture, textiles, and objects created for her represent the absolute pinnacle of 18th century artistry. The cabinet makers, woodcarvers, and weavers she employed were the best in the world, and she pushed them to produce their most innovative and beautiful work. The level of detail and quality is simply astounding. Every lock, every hinge, every inch of fabric was a work of art. Sadly, this golden age of design came to an abrupt and tragic end with the Revolution, but Marie Antoinette's style did not disappear. In fact, its influence has been incredibly persistent. In the 19th century, there was a major Rococo and Louis XVI revival, particularly during the reign of Napoleon III and his wife, Empress Eugenie, who was a great admirer of the late Queen. In the United States, Gilded Age mansions often featured Marie Antoinette rooms, and even today, her aesthetic continues to inspire. Designers and homeowners are still drawn to the style's inherent femininity, its delicate color palette, and its blend of formal elegance with personal charm. It's a style that speaks of romance, refinement, and a desire for personal expression. So, the next time you see a piece of furniture with fluted legs, a fabric with a delicate rose pattern, or a room painted in soft pastel blue, you can thank Marie Antoinette. She wasn't just a queen of France. She was a queen of interior design. She took the rigid rules of neoclassicism and infused them with a personal, feminine grace that was all her own. She created spaces that were not just beautiful, but were reflections of her own identity, her passions, and her dreams. It's a powerful reminder that our homes can be more than just a place to live. They can be a canvas for our own story. Her legacy isn't just in the history books. It's in the beautiful rooms that continue to enchant and inspire us to this day. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the world of design.